Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the Furthermore. Never mind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Were made possible also by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, also part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, and of course, Hades and Hellfire, a dark secret is claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Happy Friday, folks. It is a blustery one. This morning, I had to return a refrigerator that blew off my porch. It was a small one. I had to plug it in to see if it still works. But yes, you heard that correctly. A refrigerator blew off my porch. I did not expect to have internet at all today, so I am quite pleased. But of course, at any point, it may or may not drop out. It's been an exciting week. Anybody who's been watching the news is aware of that. Apparently, there have been more people having acute lead poisoning via the gazpacho that are running amok. That's okay. It's okay. We're going to hold together. We're going to be here for each other, and we're going to support each other. We got a lot to talk about today. And I don't know how much of it I want to talk about here, but how much of it I want to talk about on the other channel. But I'm going to start here because I was reached out to by a colleague, someone I care about, informing me that due to completely understandable circumstances, they won't be able to continue supporting me over on Patreon. I want to talk to you guys about that. I am fully aware of the economic situation going on. Okay? Lord knows we are dealing with our own side of it. But I'm waiting to find out how much more today. But I don't want anyone who has supported me to feel bad. I'm serious. If the finances aren't there, or you're having problems, or you simply choose not to support me for whatever reason, I do appreciate when folks tell me so I can adjust my fiscal shopping plan, so to speak. But please never be ashamed of having to make the choices that help you maintain either your financial health or just by choice. See, what I do here, what I do on the Historical Fencing Guild, what I do at the libraries, what I do all over the places, and hopefully expanding if all things go well. They have nothing to do with the pursuit of profit, or very little. The vast majority of what I do is try to be of service and help people. So how, on God's green earth, could I ever begrudge somebody who, again, through preference or financial situation, cannot financially support that mission? That would be the height of that form. Okay? For a long time, I've been kind of warning folks. World may get tight, and many of us are deeply aligned with the entertainment industry. Many of us create things that are incredibly vital, in my opinion, to holding up the emotional well-being of others. But you can't do that if folks got to eat. Okay? This is why I've given training for a quarter of a century for free. So please, especially given the circumstances you may be going through, do not feel bad if you have to cut things, if you have to trim at the waist a bit. Everybody is right now. Right now, we're going through the process of trying to expand my son's dietary options. It's a necessary step. It's something we fight regularly. But I think it's necessary to, aside from his health, which obviously, but to prepare in case we can't afford to get him, or it's not available, what he's accustomed to. Now, I encourage everybody, as soon as spring has properly sprung, wherever you are, and in some cases you don't even have to wait till then, look up your things, to plant things. I'm serious. Plant some food. Plant some strawberries. Plant plant something that will either give you full nourishment or at least bring you joy. I know a lot of you folks are really into the hot and spicy. Get yourself a strain of peppers you think you'll like and plant a little pepper plant. Uh, Maters, figure out what grows well. Do that. Things are tight. If you can, help people. Okay? I mean it. Get out there and help people. Now, mild true confession time. I have not been doing what I need to do. I've not been doing enough for my Patreon members. I've not been doing enough for you guys. Certain matters in my life have interfered. Now, that's part of something I'm fixing this year, and I appreciate that. But I am not owed or entitled to a cent for what I do. Okay? It's why I don't charge my advertisers. It's why I don't, like I said, I don't charge my students. I don't charge my art students. I don't charge most people. A big part of the reason that we are where we are today in our country, for us Amerikaners over here, and indeed the world, is it's fueled by greed. Plain, simple greed. And self-service and delusion. Now we're coming in Friday, coming into weekend. We're going to get a lot done. And I hope during that time we're going to live the best life. Really do. I want you all to be happy. And I am going to encourage your accountability. Unfortunately, my accountability has been not in the measurable sense. It has been more matters of working through some things out here and what could only be described as enduring some other things. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's my primary job. But as long as I have the strength and means to do so, guys, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to try to wear Hawaiian shirts whenever possible. I'm going to try to be as silly as possible. And I'm probably going to start doing more art on these streams, either for commissions or just because. Because the world right now is scary. It's scary individually for a lot of people. It's scary globally. And I do not have it in me to candy coat that. But what I do have it in me to do is try, whenever possible, to provide a little humor, to provide a little light. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I fall flat on my face. But I'm going to keep trying as long as I have the means. Because see, that man up there, who I don't talk about enough, who's not in the chat, he's very busy doing his life stuff. But Brian K. Morris, he entrusted this program to me. He entrusted his legacy. And while I am the least journalistically brief person out there to run a show called Nevermind the Furthermore, I basically am an avatar of the Furthermore. Ooh, that's a good line. But every program Brian did, especially during the siege of the plague times, brought hope and it brought light. And if I can maintain a shred of the dignity, the kindness, and the encouragement that that man offered, then I consider myself doing very well. I am blessed. Things are tight, but I am blessed to have a great many things. My child has problems. Well, maybe I understand this. I am blessed to have a child. Maddie has to deal with a lot of things at work that you would not believe what some of the BS librarians have to deal with. But I'm not alone. And she has employment good enough that I have the opportunity to try to help my son. Try to help you guys. I get to chase stupid dreams of writing silly books and reviewing Nerf blasters and teaching people to sword fight in 2026. There is a need for serenity, like that old prayer says. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I cannot accept, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's hard. Many times we cannot change what we see on the screen, the news, the outcomes. We can do very little. We can protest. We can write our Congress folks. We can certainly vote. But beyond that, direct intervention is basically outside of the reach of the vast majority of us, and certainly anybody watching the show. But what we can do is look into the lives of our neighbors. What we can do is reach out and be strong for our friends when we have strength. What we can do is be what the people who we care about need. We could try to be as self-sufficient at the things we can as possible, as giving as we can manage, and as gracious and humble and accepting of the kindnesses we receive, whether we feel we deserve them or not. See, when you are an independent creator, you are not in conflict with other creators. You're not. There is no battle that matters. There is no scrapping in what we do. There shouldn't be, at least not among us. But we are fighting. Many of us are fighting internal battles the world will never know. Many people I talk to right now are fighting despair that is unimaginable. And I'm talking about it because these things need to be spoken about, and they need to be spoken about up front. I can only help folks who can communicate. And I can only, help many times by communicating. I am not a priest, nor am I a politician, nor am I anything of any real water. I am just a guy trying a few times a week to make the world a little better place, a little happier, a little sillier. Because my personal crusade is against unnecessary grumpiness. Love, light, and joy found through absurdity. And I hope each and every one of you finds the kit with which you do battle, be it your songs or your stories, be it your code or your crafts. Right now, the enemy that stands before us is a kind of malignant despair, a mix of fear and anger and cruelty that seems to be shoved across the board down everyone's throat. I acknowledge my foe. I recognize its actions. And with what I have, I oppose it. Sometimes that means having to take a hit or a bite or a board across the back. Sometimes it means staying on a phone or a messenger so late you're swayed and falling over. And sometimes it means standing behind a sword, not to fight against people, but to help them fight against their own insecurities, their own fears, their own weaknesses, their own terrors, their own rage. I charge for my books on Amazon and through other things because creatives do deserve a fair pay for their work. Sorry, AI bros. Go order from Taco Bell and call yourself Mexican chefs. I don't have time for that. But, and because creatives deserve to be rewarded. And I do so in hopes of building some kind of royalty legacy that will serve my son after I'm gone. Working on some other things on that front. If, cataclysms can stop falling off on my head. But never feel bad for doing what you got to do. You hear me? Never feel bad for withdrawing if the battle for light and joy is too much. Never feel bad for having to rest. Never feel bad for seeking help. Never feel bad for establishing healthy boundaries. What's going on in the world today, I truly believe, are the death throes, historically, of a lot of types of system. It's a sundowning of senility. It's a final grasping, clawing press to drive down love and light and to suppress it before the wants and needs of very few people. I'll say wants. There's nothing that they need at this point. In these historic times where the call to be better, to be more, has never been louder and never been so unsupported. Resist the urge, resist the mythos that we have to do it all alone. Okay? Resist the illusion that the only one who can save us are superheroes. Superheroes don't exist. But heroes do. Good people do. Kindness does. Love does. It is transcendent and it is important. And as long as I have access to a podium, as long as I have the means to have my word go out, I'm going to be here sending that message. Not a great call to arms, although I will call you to create. Not a great rally battle cry, although I will hold you accountable because some of us need to. But a simple, heartfelt desire to have the world become a better place through these small and vital kindnesses that the world so often forgets and neglects. And as such, I hope you guys can find your place in that and know you're never alone. Never feel bad for surviving. We're doing what you gotta. Because while there will always be folks reaching hands down when you're low, whether you can see it or not, there'll always be folks trying to pull you down farther because it profits them to have you underfoot, or it makes them feel important for whatever bizarre reason. But at the end of the day, you're the one who's to reach up when you're low and take that hand and help pull yourself out. And when you are in a position to help somebody, that's on you too. We can't wait for heroes to save us. We have to take care of communities. And in this zany little artistic community, in my humble way, that I can only hope and pray is still doing good. I can only ask that you keep trying to, folks. And if you're running towards the end of your thread, if you're running towards the end of what you can do, please reach out, folks. I've buried enough friends. to borrow a light line from one of the most influential characters on my life and most resonant. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Sorry about that. Let's get into the comments. I know I kind of went long and I got impassioned, but I don't want anyone feeling bad because they have to make financial decisions. Okay? That's not how we roll in these parts. Morning, everyone. Good morning, Josh. I have an appointment this morning. Hope you all have a great day. Well, I hope you have a great day. I hope you get to see some good folks. I seem to remember what that appointment is, and I seem to remember where you're going after. Weather permitting and the sky don't fall, maybe I'll stop by. As you know, I have a bit of obligation come Friday nights. Aw, I miss Josh, says Carl. Good morning, Carl. Hello to the rest of you lovely people. Wow, I'm way behind. And ready for mayhem and shenanigans? Or are you saving that for the room of air and shade? They're probably saving it up for tonight, Carl. You know, you and your room of air and shade is a much-loved oasis for many. Foxy is waving from the blanket cocoon. I respect the blanket cocoon. I'm married to the Popple Queen. Not many people know this. But yes, I respect the blanket cocoon. You stay warm, Foxy. And hey, Donna, how you doing? Oof. Shenanigans from a cocoon? Now, Carl. You have a few more hours. Donna, sweetie. I believe I can shenan again and again. Wow. I wasn't going to throw the not the green room, but wow. Whew. Okay. Brain clearing for a moment there. Donna, sweetie, and oh wait, no, yeah, I believe I can shenanigan. Ouch. You're gonna break me. Anyway, just don't break yourself, dear. Pace yourself. LOL. Good morning. Good morning, Dan. I hope your solar efforts and other improvement efforts are going well. Greetings. We got greetings. And Accountability Author loves her book covers and is paying a low price because it was so easy to me. And I learned some new skills. All good for everyone. That's what we want to hear. You're supporting people. You're getting support. Everybody's growing. Keep on it. Nice, Carl. Made enough to take Donna to Applebee's. Got that fancy like Applebee's night. Let's go. Always a worthy goal. Good morning, folks. Out at the Laporte office today for a bit. Ooh. I like it out there. They can't drive for anything, but I do love it out by Laporte. If you're ever in that part of Indiana, it's gorgeous. Is it Fox Lake? See, I love Stone Lake, don't get me wrong. But if you get a chance to go by, I want to say it's Fox Lake. I'm sorry, we call it Goose Poop Island because my brother fishes there often, and there are a lot of geese. But there's a whole inside joke. But LaPorte's gorgeous, even this time of year. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Windy up in your area? Very windy this morning. Pretty sure we have find the garbage can in the next county wind. Yep. I literally had to go grab a refrigerator off the that had blown off my porch. Well, it's little college ones, not a big fridge. But yeah, last night was nuts. I'll do the inspection again, the walk around and see when everything's died down a bit, because it's still blowing. Be back in a bit. Gotta make a call. You do what you gotta do. Hey, Joe. And hey, BotRex. Here we go. Headphone users be on alert. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Yeah, please like and share this. Getting the message out of support and creativity and relative insanity. Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? Here's Nick. And hey, Angelina. How are you? That lovely Angelina. Now say for earbuds and headphones. Drop a like on the foot and then in the inside. Well, be careful with your foot. And greetings, Angelina. And good morning, Luke Stone. It's been a while. How are you doing, good sir? You caught me on a more passionate day. I hope you're doing well. I wonder how late Dawn stayed up last night. Probably too late. And wonder if Trey is in a cheese coma. Cheese? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but I approve of it. I finished my cheese. I have some shredded, but I've been working on this big chunk of smoked Gouda. I may have to go see if I can get some more. There's a place that sells nearly out of date food near me. And things like hard cheeses, they don't care. Holy crud, Nick. A fridge? Yep. The windmill people knew what they were doing. Yes, they did. Good morning, everyone. For a few more minutes. Well, we're glad to see you, Josh. And good morning, Dawn. And Dawn is the creator behind her lovely, lovely folks, Buddy and Georgette. And you know what else she's behind? Hold on. I have a treat for you guys. Yeah, I'm so proud of Dawn for doing those shows. And hey, Aunt Donna, and more greetings and more greetings and greetings. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll do that. We'll dig in the Wayback Files and greetings, everybody. Yes, Bueller. Greetings. No, I love it. You guys never stop. You guys got to keep taking care of each other. And every time I see the greetings go across, I smile. Uncle Carl, it's odd, even with the winds. Nick's internet is better than usual today. It's the direction. You see, my internet problems derive from the tower, which is on top of the silo, which is behind my house. Location. And the winds are coming out of the south right now. Now, last night you wouldn't have gotten anything. We had 50-plus mile-an-hour gusts sustained. It's the reason we have to tie our doors to the inside to keep them from blowing away. But we're getting better. And so many appointments yesterday, so much information, but it was worth it. I'm so glad, Don. Loved your picture from the Historical Fencing Guild Patreon update. Congrats. Thank you. I have a video I shot that I intended to post, and I might pertaining to that, but due to medication changes, yes, I'm on one of those horrible shots, which is necessary because I have a condition that the enzyme that allows fat to be unzipped back and transferred into blood sugar doesn't work right with me. We found that out when diet alone at a track 1,200 calories a day had me, at the time I was nearly 400 pounds. It had me collapsing from low blood sugar. Yeah. And gaining weight. So I am down with a combination of exercise, the shot, and some lifestyle changes, over 100 pounds. And I only see the belly, to be honest. I have a bit of body dysmorphia I don't really talk much about, but I will talk about it because I believe in being an open book for y'all. If everybody hides away their pain, everybody feels like they're alone in it. But I got my armor on. Several years ago, I bought this beautiful brown armor. It's a gambeson. And I wore it, but it did not fit correctly or safely. My belly stuck out the bottom, and it's a crossover design. It's split. And I wanted to let my Patreon members know what's been going on. I had an urge just to try on the armor, just for S&G. And it fit like it was supposed to for the first time. And I'm not going to lie, I got emotional. And like I said, I have a video. I don't know if it needs to go up or not, but it was very, very a positive emotion, but there's a lot behind it. Our culture treats being overweight, whatever that's perceived to be this week, as a sin. And they can be very, very cruel. And a lot of that gets internalized, and you got to fight it. But when you get a victory, you got to celebrate your victories, folks. You got to tell the little bit in your brain that, yeah, the work means something. So thank you. Thank you very much. Good, Dawn. And that's good. And Dan says, I'll be stepping away from the chair intermittently to help Lynn rearrange the hallway closet where the holiday decorations are stored. Well, that's nice. Okay, guys, let's go. I have to go see y'all tonight for my second therapy session. Exactly. Bye, Josh. Still got to put some meat on the bones, but the dietitian gave us some wonderful ideas. I'm so glad that there is hope for Ted. Cancer's a very terrifying thing. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. She went through it in the 80s when things were far less optimistic than they are. It affected me and my perception. So anything I can do to help you guys. Okay? Seriously, anything you need. If it's in my power, let me know. Good man, Dan. Hey, hi and bye, Pops. Later. Nick, the only thing we need from you are your presence and your warmth. Well, you're getting a lot of my presence. And Avatar of the Furthermore. Someone make a poster or a t-shirt of that, please. I'll see what I can do, guys. I don't even yet know what I would put on that image, but I'll see what I can do. Or an art project. There may be art. I was actually planning to draw, but I'm behind enough. I think I'll just wade through the comments and do some commercials, and we'll just make our way downtown, so to speak. Good morning, Chris Walker. Happy Friday. The weekend is upon us. I hope that a great one is ahead of us. Congrats to Lowe's. And Mike Jimmy Aurora now has a sister. I needed that news. That's delightful. I hadn't heard yet. I'm not always in all the circles. I get so busy working on things behind the scenes and doing what I got to do that I don't always see what's going on. Too big of a content can be on a badge, I think. Possible. Chris, hi, Chris. Greetings, Chris. We're not in competition. We're on the same team. Exactly. I've never understood the idea that some writers they're in competition with other writers. If someone is a reader, do they own one book? No, they own bunches of books. And Squee? And exactly, Carl. Dawn, we made level 1 overnight. Claim your prizes. Woohoo! Yep. You know what one writer who thinks that way, Dawn? Perhaps, but that's up to them. I don't have the burden of wasting time on insects. Let them do what they have to do. Accountability. Yes, Dan, by all means. My publisher contacted me yesterday to say he will be the editor for the 3 books he decided to convert Fly-by-Wire into. It will actually be published. Rock on, Mr. Hollifield. Congratulations. Oh, Dan, I hope it doesn't take too long. Oh, good, Dan. Carl, Captain Collected. Yay. You know what? I think we all could use a musical number. So, wait, let me just go back to this comment real quick. Do that so I can find where I was. And I'll let you guys have a bit of a musical number because I think you guys need that in your ear. Be back in 56 seconds.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Yep, folks, I don't know diddly or jack about Munsey most of the time. Really don't. I am far too shut in most of the time to be in a geographically based game. But I know it brings great joy to a large number of my viewers, and I don't have to understand things thoroughly to support them. If it's bringing joy and no one's getting hurt, go out, do your thing, find your passions. And well, then you won't release them as quickly as I want. But to see them in print after all these years, I live for that stuff. Oh, yes. Yay. Nice, Dad. Carl, yep. Carl, about that author. Not all heroes wear capes. We can talk about that author later tonight. Yep. I have a black cape around here somewhere. I need to add it to the Church's Pope of Rising Tide profit lowering and tax lowering outfit. I have a purple cape. Costume night. And Luke says, praying for you, Nick. Joy is internal. Absolutely. Joy comes from the knowledge of eternal salvation. Happiness is circumstantial. Joy comes from the Lord. The Lord gives, no one can take away. The Lord does and will provide. Oh, I have absolute faith and understanding that that's how it is. I'm sorry, my phone did a big comment jump thing. So, all right. And Gal Foxy, nice. Wahaha, Luke's own. He also likes it when they help each other do whatever needs doing. I have noticed that. I have my moments for sure. Amen. And why do I have a vision of a dumpster fire and a fridge running down the road together? Arrangements could be made. Thinking about a costume green room tonight. LL. I have a few costumes I could use. Okay. Yep. I may be late for the green room. I mean, hey, if you're going out having fun, you go out and have fun, dear. No, I'm going to choose one. The Isle of Jersey over in South England was facing hurricane force winds last night. My friends are afraid to go outdoors until the weather calms. Sometimes you need that. I know, no, the other one. That happens. You need to do that. The weather is bad. Stay inside. Be sane. I mean, I'm a Midwesterner, so whenever I hear, there's a tornado warning, the first thing I do is jauntily go outside, look around, go, is the sky green? Do I see twists? No. There was one time where I did that. The sky was green, and I'm looking up, and I'm watching rotations go by. I was sipping my drink at the time, made me thirsty. Going, I'm in a trailer park. The nearest supposed shelter is probably a half mile away. I'm not getting there in time. Might as well sit and watch it all go down. I'm still here. Emmy needs the green room. She probably does. She laughed so hard when she saw chuckles on the screen during Stupid O'Clock last night. I got to watch just a pinch of that. But the weather was doing things. And my babies. And the Woodsman dude still has some smoked bourbon Gouda. Ooh, yum, yum. Sounds amazing. Oh, thank you, Nick, for playing my puzzle time. I'm glad to have it. Get on the train, Foxy. We'll pick you up in Chicago if we have to. Don is talking dirty. Absolutely. Remember, Don, you're always welcome to make puzzles out of any of my artwork. I'll have to send you one I'd like to see you do. Would you expect anything else from us, Don? Sounds like they need to tighten up that tower on that silo. They need to tighten up the whole silo. It was like it was hitting harmonics that sound like whale songs. I'm sure that's safe. But that's okay. I live in Earl Park, where we have the Rock Lake Dog Park. There's a boat at Rock Lake. There's no lake at the Rock Lake Dog Park, and dogs are not allowed at the Rock Lake Dog Park. But there is an eternal pile for a bonfire that I never see lit, but is always changing with chairs around it. A strange, strange place. And Donna makes a point. Never. Happy Friday, Cindy Cap. It's been a while. Glad to hear from you, dear. Hi, Cindy. Hey, Cindy. I know Dan. Hey, Cindy. And check out Nick's art at DV. Oh yeah, accountability. I got the bulk uploader to work on DA, so I posted a couple hundred pictures on my DeviantArt, most of which you guys have seen done live. There are a few surprises tucked away in there. Have fun with it. Hey, Cindy, check out Nevermind the Furthermore today, hours ago, but also now. Of Nevermind the Furthermore at youtube.com/@NicholasTockert. Thank you, Cindy. Get to hear about Luke. I'm doing well. Been writing some content that is out on Amazon now. Planting a church. Wonderful. I'm glad to see you are back behind the pulpit where you belong. Working on an album that will be finished early this year. Getting caught up on some past work. Corey is getting married in March. Oh, that's delightful. She is such a lovely young lady. Oh, art tip. Armor All works perfectly well to thin acrylic paint for mixing and making washes for layering paint. Really? I wonder. See, I have this little tiny battery-powered airbrush I've been planning to play with. Thank you. I love a good wash. The Whisperer suggests you check out Arts and Tales before you go through the thinning veil. Amazon.com/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert II, author, and then my line of numbers. Please go. Please check that out. And congrats to them, Luke. Thanks, Dan. Go. What was that? I don't know. I bumped something. Anyway, thanks, Dan. Go, Luke, go. Good, Luke. Help Nick teach people to be safely dangerous at patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild. Yes, I am still working on a bunch of, on trying to facilitate a bunch of Patreon exclusive content. I hate doing it, but they deserve it, so I'm going to anyway. Check out the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7. Luke is drawing 3 comics in his spare time: Pawn, Call Sign Orion, and Saga of the Sunset. Those are doing great. It's literally funding the church plant for now. Wonderful. I really like my future son-in-law. He's a good guy, loves Jesus. Well, I would hope that, that a preacher's kid would find a guy who loves Jesus. It would certainly make the family get-togethers easier. Remnant in the Stars is back in print with the new edit and new cover. Luke Stonesaurus, I hope Corey and your son-in-law have a glorious future. Share. Likewise, Lines of Succession with the new edit and new cover. Amazon.com/Lines of Succession, Cindy Koepp, and then a bunch of stuff. Do it. And Luke is writing his first novel. Might need some test readers. It's a sci-fi thriller set in a dystopian future where AI has become judge, juror, and executioner. It's very topical, Luke. I'm sure it'll do well. Hi, Cindy. Munsey is fun. Plus, I've had to buy these 3 belts as the old ones get too big, if it helps. And the loudest actions will also go forth in the world once its new cover is finished. Great. Congratulations on the weight loss. Happy and proud of you. Thank you. I've been on quite a battle. Kimber's laying on the floor asleep with her arms crossed while Lynn is on a stepladder Tetrising the closet. That sounds very, very nicely domestic. And Suitable Arrangement, sequel to Lines of the Successor, it was so huge it became Matchmaker Ball and Suitable Arrangement, both of which are waiting to get their turns at covers. Oh, cool. Kimber is adorable. Inigo says hi to Kinder. Tell her when she wakes. He's mostly asleep too, just chilling. Rockwell is Rowell, I know how to say his name, is rocking on with the artwork on Animal Eye Part 2. Hopefully, someday 5 to 7 will get to print. I hope so too. Nice, Cindy. You've been busy. Very busy. Chuckles equals one of her mini panthers. Ah, that explains a lot. Great, Cindy. And I've been working on dragons of various sorts for QuadCon in March and Ren Fair in May. Wonderful. And darn, the alarm is going off. I'm out break time. Well, I'm going to run her ad and I will be right back. You guys go to cckoepp.com, but I can express that more elegantly. All righty, let's get back into the comments because the show is probably rounding down. Earl Park is the entrance to the Twilight Zone. Well, yes, and that's where I belong, in liminal spaces that may or may not be. Somewhere near the edge of the back rooms. I just keep from no clipping. Later, Cindy. Bye, Cindy. Have a nice day, Cindy. Can someone remind me in the green room tonight to get new covers and links for Cindy's books? We can try. And it is 11 o'clock, so I'm going to run a couple ads, and I think I'll wrap this up. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
All righty, and let's hear Thesis.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
And
hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, we're all about letting you art. You guys keep drawing, keep creating, keep making what you want to have happen. Never let the shadows of the outside world dim the light you shine. All right, guys? We all have our burdens to bear, but the grace and the style that you guys bear yours is an inspiration to us all. I will be back actually later tonight for my Kick and Twitch viewers on the same channel, on YouTube for reasons of safety, I will be over on the Historical Fencing Guild channel, and we'll talk swords and shenanigans like we always do at about 8 o'clock my time. Till then, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.